The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Check 53 right. Right here.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Check 53 right. Check 53 right. Yeah. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Vikings.
Set, hut.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run again on first down. Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They run, Cook, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Browns' 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A run for Nick Chubb, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And an alley to run. The stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
If I can cut them, I just can't never keep them in the man go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now again to the big fullback use check. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check, check. Watch this. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Pick it up. Check. Right touch.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 39. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
King, King, King. 20. 54. Let's go, defense. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
First down, Bridgewater. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Bridgewater. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Larry Ogunjobi, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater lets it fly for Thielen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, that's 3 picks.
Bro, get off the game. It's old. It's old.
We know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pistol. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 54. Hey, Zoo. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Echo.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I'm coming. 53's the Mike.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Bridgewater. It's complete to Diggs. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Let's go. And
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
53.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. It's caught. Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And again, it's Bridgewater. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 27, Mayfield. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Run.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Bravo! Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield is going to float this. Oh, that's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hey.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target, and it's third down. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Bridgewater on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Check 26, check 26. Check. Check 53's Mike.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
53 is the Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19.
First down, Minnesota.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down, Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Bridgewater. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go, go, go. Hey, alert 33. Watch out. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm on.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Break that. 180. 54 Mike. Watch the run. Real. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. They gonna need some stairs. Buzz. Front 4, Mike, front 4. King. Hey, we gotta get this stop here, D. 54, Mike, 54.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's going to be a long day. Switch.
Chubb. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown.
Get off the
Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize it. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
He's in disaster.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
53, Mike. You can't block that.
To throw, Bridgewater. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sheldon Richardson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
53 for Mike. 53. Check 53. I got one.
To try again after the sack. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Left side caught by Diggs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 22. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. To throw is Bridgewater. Throwing left side, it's complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. Check Mike.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Number 53, Mike 53. I got you. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Hey, watch your leg. Come on.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
I call time. Oh, forward. He said, give Nick Chubb his stats. Oh, come on, man.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.